In this session, we'll have an overview of what basically a game engine is and how it is connected to AEC industry. We'll also look into what are the benefits of using game engines for enhanced visualization and interaction. We'll also come across what are the unique simulation capacities of game engines. As we all know, the construction industry is known for its labor-intensive nature. Not only it incurs substantial expenses, but also grapples with challenges surrounding productivity and quality control. In India, the gross domestic product from construction has averaged an impressive 2,367.71 billion rupees from 2011 to 2023. It is reaching an ever-time high of 3,918.11 billion rupees in the first quarter of 2023. Globally, the construction industry is expected to generate around 16 trillion US dollars in revenue by 2025, with the Indian market projected to reach 1.4 trillion US dollars, considering that the Indian construction industry earned around 6.5 billion US dollars in revenue in 2020. There is an immense potential growth and improvement. Hence, there's an immense potential for new innovations also. However, the architecture sector still falls short in establishing a seamless integrated process for both the design and implementation phases. Even in the present day, we find ourselves reliant on the age-old tools of pen, paper, and computerized 3D environments provided by architectural design software. But this outdated approach hampers overall development of the sector. At one point where the visualization issues were being addressed, there was other side of the industry where there was a major hurdle, and that was the realm of real estate. The potential buyers used to endure inconvenience for waiting for a property to be physically constructed. Once the property was constructed, then they would have to embark on a journey moving from one place to another. In order to truly grasp the experience and the essence of the property they are considering to buy. But this process often left buyers exhausted and dissatisfied, and many times gave them an uncertain decision. Due to this uncertainty, it always led them for a regrettable buying decisions. This was mainly due to lack of visualization in terms of architectural design, interior furnishings, and just the essence of that building. And as we spoke about the AEC industry, there is also a potential industry which we are indirectly dependent on. It is not false if we say it is a subdivision of AEC industry too, and that would be manufacturing industry. The manufacturing industry is currently facing a severe shortage of skilled labor, with an estimated 2.4 million jobs of vacancies has been projected between 2018 and 2028. Despite the industry's growth, filling these positions has become a major challenge for these manufacturers. It's become a challenge because within the first year of the recruitment, the organizations experience a 25% turnover rate. However, the training programs can help them because training programs increase employee retention and job satisfaction because the trainee feels that he's being provided with ample opportunities to support his development. Individuals are most likely to remain committed to organization if they get good training. On average, each employee consumes up to 35 hours of training per year. This adds up to a significant 3 to 4 months of training time for approximately 100 employees. Unfortunately, at least 25% of these trained employees are unlikely to stay for the next year. And training time doesn't account for the additional time and costs associated with supervisors, trainers, and unforeseen situations such as machinery damage or accidents caused by the trainees. While we are talking about the training, there's, there's also a major issue for the trainees to adapt to the new campus of the industry. And this compounds the inconvenience the trainees face. As a result, the conventional method, also relying solely dependent on indoor maps for the indoor navigation, has been proven insufficient in terms of optimizing both time and cost saving during the training process. Because most of the times, the new trainees end up in an unfamiliar place. So this gap in the traditional approach has highlighted the need for a more efficient and reliable solution for indoor navigation. One that addresses the challenges faced by individuals in familiarizing themselves with the new industrial settings on new campus. As we're talking about campus and buildings, so it's very important for integrity of a structure that it stays away from moisture. Moisture represents the primary natural factor that possesses significant threat to deterioration of building. Among the sources of moisture, driving rain emerges as predominant culprit, passing even condensation in terms of water volume deposited on the building. So what happens when there is a lot of rain deposition? The consequence of rain deposition can be quite distressing because this manifests an unsightly stains. This leads to troublesome leaks and even dimension alterations. So these detrimental effects of water penetrating through the cladding can also extend inward, leading similar issues within the walls. And this can cause extensive wetting. So let's come on. So let's see a small clip where excessive rain has caused distressful situation. As you can see in the video, the water which has been clogged on the slab, instead of passing through the drains, is directly overflowing from the facades. So these problems are common. The solution to these problems is not, because it just does not exist in available software solutions. So the use of game engines becomes predominant here, because to solve these unique challenges, only game engine has a range of flexibility and physics simulations. So as we advance into this new era of interactivity, it is truly delightful to see AEC industry also stretching its hands to adapt to new technologies, processes, leading to a greater interactivity, one of which is more and more realistic visualization and interactive environment for a digital twin, and also making the digital twin metaverse ready. So how can we make a digital twin metaverse ready, or how can we increase and how can we increase the visualization quality of a digital twin? So one of the methods to do it is through game engines. So basically, what is a game engine? So game engine is a digital toolkit which has a necessary environment to build a very interactive media. So this media, which can process vast amounts of information, simulate realistic environments, and also create immersive experiences, which is used to create video games, basically. But these, but in the past, these were not available to a normal developer, because each game manufacturer kept his proprietary in-house game engine to himself. To use this game engine for an average developer had to either work with the firm itself or had to do partnership, which was a significant challenge. But as the time passed by, the landscape changed with the emergence of new industry standard game engines, because this offered a greater flexibility and was available to all. Because of this shift, the doors of innovations were opened. Creation of new possibilities was considered, and we at Desapex We, Desapex, as an organization, incorporated to facilitate and enable technology adoption in various segments to achieve target value design, as we believe this will be the solution to most of the problems that can stop us to achieve sustainable built environment. And as you all know, the mission of our company is to enable digital adoption and integration of technology for target value design. And our vision has always been to have a sustainable built environment. We address critical problems through technological integrations. Our team consists of experts from various backgrounds, from civil, from interior design, from architecture, from MVP, construction management, facility management, and software development. We aim to provide solutions to overall business enclave so that we can support overall transformation. Our organization is world's first and only organization in India to have received the prestigious ISO 19650 kite mark certification for BIM design and construction. 19650 is global standard from BIM frameworks, where in 5 of our projects were audited and we got the certification back in 2019. And we have also got it renewed as well. This is a matter of pride for us and an assurance for our clients on quality of our project delivery. So we have a huge customer segments ranging from hotel, restaurants, corporate real estate, residentials, airport, data centers, rail or metro, logistics and warehouse, factory buildings, retail, and infrastructure. So as we spoke about our customer segment, we provide services to our clients which are segregated into 3 main verticals: is DDM, DPM, and DAM. So DDM is digital design management, DPM is digital project management, and DAM is digital asset management. So let's understand about this in detail. So under DDM, we help designers or owners to transform their traditional projects to BIM framework. So the BIM model is being developed across its different use cases like visualization, clash detection, coordination, 2D and 3D model development for all levels of detail, construction documentation, and drawing procedure. We also have DPM, that is digital project management. So this is a unique service we provide for streamlining projects delivery using BIM framework, where we work with the owners to review current process to identify areas of improvement and value addition using digital tools as per ISO 19650. Project expectations from each stakeholder, information requirements, are the granularity of the timeline is studied, and setting up of platforms for project management is considered. Virtually designed and constructed models are taken up to the design decisions. During construction, we use AR, LiDAR sensors, LiDAR scanners for rigorous construction and progress monitoring to help owners keep their project status in check and meet the desired quality and timeline. Once constructed, supporting the owner by accurate as-built validation using LiDAR scanners and model upgrades. We hand over take-over documents embedded with BIM models to softly land project into operations phase. So next we have DAM. So digital asset management revolves around facilitating building owners to better manage their built assets. It involves laser scanning and as-built models and building limitation study for facilities that are already in operations to develop digital twin of the facility, dynamic or static, to further use it as a single platform for managing assets. Overall portfolio. We are partnered with a Finnish company called Grandland. So we are partnered with a Finnish company called Grandland that has decades of consulting and implementing a CMMS cloud platform called Grandland Manager that allows smooth integration of BIM models and physical objects in building. This will perform where great owners can use energy management, maintenance management, building management, This is a platform where owners can actually manage their own the operating buildings. So whether you have a building already built or you have one coming up, Desapex can support to add value to the organization. So coming back to our actual webinar topic. So let's put a light on how game engine is connected to AEC industry. The architecture, engineering and construction, in short for AEC, is experiencing remarkable growth with an annual growth of 10.7%. This rapid expansion calls for a faster and more realistic and reliable solutions, particularly in areas such as architectural visualization and creation of immersive experiences. How is this made possible? So here comes the role of game engine. This powerful tool not only has capabilities to process vast amounts of data and generate high realistic renders, but also offers the user's ability to interact with virtual environment, whether it's opening doors, manipulating objects, or just experiencing the ambience of design. The possibilities of this rendering are truly limitless. So one such thing is AR and VR. So the latest technologies are now beyond normal screen of a traditional computer. Invention of virtual reality and augmented reality technologies, people can now experience, feel, and design buildings entirely in new ways. Yes, people can design a whole building or an architecture in VR. Game engines have become the need of the hour because to enable this immersive experience, they provide necessary foundation. Because to create these virtual environments and replicate real-world interactions, game engine acts as a foundation or a base. By doing this, we allow architects and designers to visualize and refine their designs with an highest amount of accuracy and realism. By harnessing the power of game engines, the AEC industry can push the boundaries of creativity. By this, it can enhance collaboration and deliver remarkable architectural solutions to meet the ever-evolving demands of industry. So as we were speaking about enhanced visualization and interaction, so what is it? So here on the PPT, we can see this is a highly rendered image of brought from a game engine. So as we were discussing, it all started as a need for high quality rendering. So now we all know that the game engine is a digital toolkit which can be used for rendering. So the software developers thought instead of reinventing a new wheel, that is instead of creating a new software, let's go with the possible solution, that is bringing on our architectural designs into the game engine. So here are a couple of realistic rendering that's possible with game engines. One is that you can see on the screen, a beautiful landscape. The next is a beautiful architecture in a home, a wooden home. So as you can see, we can render each and every part of building. Maybe it is a facade, maybe it is the furniture or a tool, and it is true to life, which means if this is projected in a VR, you can actually experience these things. Similarly, it can be anything. So why is all this required? So let me explain why. The architecture is a very important aspect of AEC industry as it deals with two major functions, that's functionality and aesthetics. A good architect decides how well the available space can be utilized practically and efficiently, and also keeping in mind what is the actual purpose of the building. When it comes to aesthetics, the overall aesthetics of a building is dependent on visualization and imagination of architect, which not only makes construction beautiful and eye-pleasing, but also increases the presence of building. By increasing presence of building in similar fashion, we can also increase the aesthetics of overall city, which will contribute positively to the surroundings of the place. So to achieve this, the architect have to do many iterations. So as we always know, it's always better to fail 100 times in a software then fail even once in real construction. By which I technically mean that make 100 iterations in preliminary stage of the project, but not even a single iteration during the final phase. So to do these 100 iterations and experience the functionality and aesthetics of a particular design, it is difficult or rather impossible for an architect in a normal environment or on a computer screen. Please allow me to share my own experience because this highlights the importance of VR in the architectural design. We had rendered a digital twin of a building, complete with its interiors and furnishings, and also equipment. So when we analyzed the design on a computer screen, everything appeared satisfactory. We explored various perspectives, such as flybys and pedestrian views, and everything seemed to be in order. However, to ensure the highest quality, we decided to conduct a final quality assurance by using VR technology. To our surprise, we discovered a significant differences when experiencing the model in VR because everything there was real to life, real life scale, and the visualization was realistic. We noticed the furniture placement issues here and there, but the most unexpected discovery was a decorative wall hanging, which seemed perfect in the computer screen. But as we saw it in VR, the height of the decorative wall hanging was, was colliding with the occupants. So it became evident to us that the decorative piece was not compatible with the available space in the project. This realization prompted us to reconsider the architectural design and make necessary adjustment to the model and ensure functionality and aesthetic appeal. So this example illustrates the immense freedom that architects now have by using VR. Because with ability to create and explore multitude designs and on a real life scale, architects can achieve functional, visually pleasing results. The VR technology provides a crucial tool for architects to evaluate their designs in more immersive and realistic manner, enabling them to identify potential issues and making necessary modifications in early design phase. This enhances overall quality of architectural projects and ensure satisfaction and safety of occupants. So the outcome of using this VR and digital twin in architectural design process is we get a near perfect building just like we see it in VR. And in final phase, there are minimal or no iterations. This technology allows architect to create highly realistic designs and simulations, leading to enhanced accuracy and efficiency in construction process. Moreover, digital twin created in the game engine serves multiple purposes because building proprietors can now leverage this digital twin to showcase their properties to potential consumers. On the other hand, the consumers themselves can explore and experience the realistic environment of the property they're interested in purchasing. This interactive experience significantly influences their decision-making process. Because by using this VR-based digital twin, architects and property owners can provide more engaging and informative experience to potential buyers, which in turn increases the improved sale outcomes. Because now, before buying the property, there is enough transparency of what the customer is going to buy. Because now it reduces his uncertainty of how the building would look, what all possible options he would have. So we could say by using this VR technology, we are adding tremendous value to both architects and consumers in real estate industry. So as we were discussing about the digital twins, so this game engine based digital twins, if let's say we cluster them on a larger scale, the mega cluster of these digital twins is called metaverse. The virtual world known as metaverse offers boundless possibilities and is limited only by our imagination because it serves as a computer generated realm. Metaverse, where users can experience various locations around the world with just a simple click. In metaverse, interactivity is facilitated through avatars. These virtual entities that respond to user commands and enable actions similar to video games. For instance, users can now explore a virtual shopping complex and make actual online purchases. I mean the real one. But there is even more because in these stores now the people use AR and VR technologies to visualize the item you are going to buy. This leads to an emergence of new technologies such as XR and MR. It is fascinating to note that even Bengaluru's T2 airport's T2 terminal has a presence in the metaverse. Through avatars, users can now immerse themselves in realistic digital twin of terminal and explore its features. But how is this level of realism achieved? The answer lies in game engines. The digital twins created in the game engines go beyond being mere 3D models because these are actual buildings with physics and realism, just like the buildings in our real world. These digital twins they behave authentically according to physics. Trying to pass through walls instead of door would prove impossible. And it is this integration of physics and realism makes the metaverse experience more realistic. Looking ahead, it is a crucial it is very crucial to expand our perspective just beyond the individual assets and recognize that metaverse is a larger part of ecosystem. In the virtual world, properties are no longer limited by physical boundaries. With common platforms like metaverse, individuals will soon be able to buy properties internationally. Imagine someone in India putting a VR headset, exploring a property in other part of world, and making a perfect informed decision of buying it. Moreover, the metaverse encompasses not only buildings but the entire ecosystems, allowing users to experience locality and environment surrounding the property. By adopting this future, we can unlock full potential of metaverse and its impact on our lives. What we can do is keep our digital twins metaverse ready. So, at Desapex, we are really passionate about tackling new challenges and finding smart solutions. As we have discussed at the start of the project, in the start of the webinar, one particular challenge that we addressed is the difficulty of people that people face when adjusting to new campus, which can lead to poor workforce management. This issue isn't limited to just industries. It affects places like metro stations, colleges, large residential areas, and amusement parks. So imagine now you have a tool everywhere which shows you my indoor navigation, just like Google Maps. I have studied and implemented a practical solution for this, understanding the importance of smooth integration and effective management in these dynamic environments. So one of our successful cases involved using 3D scan of a college campus. By employing this scan, we obtained an accurate 3D model of the campus. It create a precise 1:1 representation. All can see we did a 3D scan and 1:1 representation of this model was designed. Then this was taken into a game engine to develop necessary AR mapping for indoor navigation application. This approach facilitated some seamless and accurate navigation within the campus. So as you all can see, we it gave a very accurate indoor navigation which was enhancing overall user experience. We just follow the arrow and the line, ensuring efficient movement throughout the facilities and at just click of a mobile screen. As we spoke about indoor navigation in campuses, So as we remember campuses, we also remember that there is a potential for education and training programs, because by using immersive technologies to extend it to the next generation of young learners. Young learners can be from schools, colleges, and industries. Because by immersive learning, I mean the level of accuracy and safety is achieved through this advancement is remarkable. At Desapex, we have leveraged the power of virtual reality to create an unparalleled immersive experience in our VR training program. One can operate machines which are true to life, true to scale, and gain first-hand understanding of machine operations. As you can see on the screen, taken use case of a lathe machine. Initially, we begin designing this machine in detailed 3D model using specialized software. Then this model was imported into the game engine, where we meticulously assigned individual properties and physics to simulate the realistic lathe machine experience. The end result was an extraordinary education tool that combines immersive power of VR with hands-on learning, providing students trainees with a comprehensive understanding of machinery and practical skills. This was as good as a real lathe. Included all the operations that a normal lathe would have. A fascinating and significant case study revolves around utilization of digital twin technology for real estate management. During our discussion on realistic renders, we discovered that digital twins have multitude of uses, specifically the digital twins which are meant for game engines. In this particular case, we encountered a tower. Here, the digital twin served as a tool for booking individual flats, essentially functioning as a property sales tool. Both the consumers and owners greatly benefit from this, because property owners now no longer need to maintain an extensive hard format data, as they can showcase their multiple properties at a centralized location. As you can see, the booking is being done on the screen. On the other hand, prospective buyers would have now opportunity to explore buildings orientation, interior design, surrounding, and its nearby amenities, all through a hassle-free process for buyers that enhances transparency of property owners. The digital twin serves as a dynamic platform. As you see, it can also be converted to a metaverse experience. This digital twin can also further be used for facility management. As you can see, these are maintenance nodes that are being filled by the occupants. As we were talking about the buildings, we also had a case study which was very interesting, because it was a highly beneficial case study. This case study involved a 3D building model based rainwater analysis. While we all are well versed with the stormwater analysis, because this is commonly performed at a large scale, it lacks the precision required for individual structures, especially in densely populated cities with heavy rainfall and tall buildings. The major challenge lies in visualizing how rainwater might affect a particular building due to the unpredictable nature of rain and absence of effective visualization tools. However, Game Engine comes to the rescue by offering a comprehensive solution by incorporating various large inputs such as the average rainfall in a specific area, the highest and lowest recorded rainfall. And these were properly designed models because the slab was at a very accurate scale. So if these all conditions are met, we can we can now see the direction of water flow during rainfalls. So we can now anticipate the building's response to different rainfall scenarios, ranging from mild showers to heavy downpours, or even severe storms. If you do remember the severe storm condition we just saw in the initial phase, the water overflowing through facades. So here, even the same happened in this use case. So now, with all this level of detailed analysis, empowers us to optimize building design and implement appropriate measures, such as improved drainage or strategically placed elevations. And to make these informed decisions for efficient rainwater management, we need game engines. So as we were talking about metaverse, so when I told that our digital twin should be metaverse ready, what did I actually mean? So we had a similar use case in our company. We had an opportunity to deliver a metaverse ready digital twin for prestigious client. Our project was focused on large scale sports complex where we incorporated physics, gravity into the virtual environment. This means that the avatars representing individuals must stick to the laws of physics, just like the real world. As you can see, they can only pass through the doors and not through the walls. To enhance the usefulness of this metaverse-ready digital twin, each and every component has its own physics in this system. Like the chairs have their own physics, the person has their own physics, and there's gravity. Let's say if this person jumps from a staircase, he would go down and fall, or would not fly in air. What might be the future of this? So let's say to enhance the usefulness of this metaverse digital twin, we can further develop a VR mode that allows simulation of emergency situations like fire drills and panic scenarios. By providing such technologies, because it's a physical enabled environment, we can create realistic simulations that provide training experiences. So what are these training experiences? These training experiences can be such as the fire safety drill. So the potential for this application is can be limitless. So this can be any kind of simulation on the real scale. So what are the next steps and challenges that we should address? We understand that the construction industry has been slow to adopt new technologies and to accept the change. However, we firmly believe that the change is inevitable and necessary. The AEC industry is complex, with each variable requiring unique solutions and cannot be adequately addressed through traditional approaches. At Desapex, we invest time and effort to solve these problems, and we deliver best outcomes for our clients. By approaching experts like Desapex, the challenges associated with lack of technology advancements can be overcome. While we envision a future of limitless possibilities, we tend to restrict 3D modeling to official purposes or at the most construction-related applications. However, we are here to say that there is a broader purpose for this 3D modeling. We must accept and shift our mindset, and shifting our mindset will benefit all the stakeholders of the industry, which will lead to improved ROI, business growth, customer satisfaction, employee retention, and productivity, future prospects, and enhanced connectivity among people. Taking this 3D model to a next level connects architects, real estate owners, and consumers, creating a significant positive impact and fostering a transparent ecosystem in the AEC industry as a whole. The implementation of metaverse is becoming increasingly important because people crave new experiences and the world is shrinking, my friends. As seamlessly these properties purchases because This will enable a seamless property purchases across different regions. The metaverse is poised to become a vital platform with applications ranging from shopping, from real estate purchasing, or the real estate management, or the municipality management. But to achieve this efficiency, solve unique challenges, we need to reach out professionals like Desapex, who can provide the innovative solutions. Ultimately, the digital disruption is like a storm. We must either disrupt or get disrupted. So, in the closing, we would like to emphasize that digital twins are not useless, just simply underutilized. Thank you for your patience throughout this session. So let's jump on to the Q&A. And we also sincerely hope that it has been an insightful and has shed light on the role of games in AEC industry and how it can benefit your organization. Thank you for being here.